Hello and a warm welcome to Focus IR. Ian McDonough is joining us today from Blackbird. We're going to be discussing your full year results. We'll dissect some of these numbers and also talk about your highlights, some of the challenges you endured and much more, as well as what's on the horizon too. So warm welcome, Ian. So let's get you to summarise the period, if you would. Take it away.
Thanks, Katie. Well, it's been a period of significant milestones. Firstly, on the Blackbird side, we were used on the Summer Games last year, which was fantastic, and a real testament to the reliability and robustness, as well as the slickness of Blackbird. Secondly, we actually got EBITDA positive for Blackbird division last year, and a small profit. So it's a really big milestone for us. And thirdly, in the period, which is recently, 3 weeks ago, we launched the creator tier on Elevate. So we are now a paid product on Elevate, which is super exciting.
Okay, let's maybe dig into the detail here. You mentioned some of the numbers there. What was the company's net cash outflow for the year and how did it compare to the previous year?
So I think bearing in mind that we've been investing heavily into Elevate as a new product and really where we're going to scale the business, we actually brought the cash burn down. So we were 3.8 million last year, just 1% down from the year before. But I think it's a testimony to the discipline we have in the cost management, that we can really use our resources as best we can to get a great result out of Blackbird, but also to invest really quite significantly into Elevate and build a world-class product there. So yeah, very happy with that.
Okay, we're definitely going to talk about Elevate much more, but for now, let's maybe talk about these structural changes that were made within the Blackbird division in 2024 and how these changes, how they impacted your financial performance.
Yeah, so there was a number of changes we made. Actually, we also made some in 2023 as well. So we made changes to the sales team, the marketing team, and a little bit to the operations team in 2024 as well. So it was really about making ourselves disciplined and giving us the best opportunity to drive a positive financial result for shareholders out of a market that we are still focused on, because we have some really high profile customers, global news division out of a company out of New York, that's Summer Games, as I said. We have FIFA, we have CBS Sports. I mean, some really high profile customers that demand the very best. So we can't not have anybody there, but we've been very disciplined about who we do have there to make sure that we can provide a world-class service, but also a good financial result as well.
And you mentioned them there. Let's maybe talk more about this, because some huge names you've mentioned there of these global events, these organizations that have used your platform. So tell us more about how that works in essence.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes when I hear them back myself, it's amazing to see the client roster we have. I think one group to touch on is the group that used us for the Summer Games in Paris last year. We had 75 feeds of live sport going through Blackbird at any one time, which was edited by disparate groups of editors all around the world, taking individual stories and individual athletes' achievements, clipping them up and putting them on their own linear feeds, TV feeds, social feeds, etc. So, a fantastic achievement for the whole team here to pull that off, and again, complete without a hitch.
And to be part of it is so cool. I loved every second of it. It's
Yeah.
brilliant. Okay, let's go back to the numbers and talk about your total revenue for Blackbird in this period, if you would, and the primary factors contributing to the year-on-year decrease.
Yeah, the year-on-year decrease is largely attributable to the loss of a deal with A&E Networks in New York. That was really down to the fact that A&E Networks did have a live show and they pulled that, and we were really only used for that. So our raison d'etre in that company came to an end, because they're really a documentary channel after that, and showing just taped content. So that was the main reason there. And really, sales wise, as I mentioned before, we've really pulled back to focus our resources, our finite resources, on where we think we're going to get the biggest bang for buck, which is investing in Elevate, where this is a global product for a much larger market, a $6.9 billion market. And we're really focusing our efforts there.
Okay, well, let's focus ourselves then, shall we, for a minute or two, because we want to know the vision for this. Tell us.
So our vision for Elevate is to be the pro video editor that anybody can use. And by pro, we mean that we have professional tooling. It's a high degree of accuracy, frame accurate, and it's all in a browser. So that makes it very much accessible for anyone to use it. It's portable. You can use it from any laptop. You can use it because it's easy to use, it's fully collaborative. Really importantly, it has a shared workspace. So if you're using it with, for instance, today you're working remotely, you could be sharing with your producer your rushes and commenting on different edits before it's published, without having to shift content back and forth between you. It's all on there. You can jump on at the same time, or you can jump on sequentially. It's very much like the Google Docs for video, or indeed like the Figma for video, and that's really how we've designed it.
All right, clever stuff. Let's maybe talk about some of your talent then. So, how did the addition of new board members contribute to your strategy, the company strategy, particularly with Elevate?
In numerous ways. I mean, they are absolutely steeped in the area that we're in. We brought on board 3 board members in the last year: Andrew Karkov, who's chair, Nick Lisher, and Yuri Hasnov. In reverse order, Yuri was ex YouTube and ex Google, and most recently at Jelly Smack. He knows the creator economy, which is where we're aiming our new platform really well. All the key players, all the major players in there. And so, from a partnerships point of view, Yuri is absolutely key. Nick is a growth marketeer by trade and profession. He's successfully scaled businesses like Depop, which I know in my household is kind of where my son likes hanging out and selling his clothes that we bought him. But it's a massively viral app that people use. Nextdoor, which you might know, and also most recently Flow Health, which is the world's largest health app. And Anna Kirchhoff is a well-known figure in the industry. She's on the board of Evoke PLC. She's got massive amounts of board experience. She's an absolutely big hitter in the real deal. So she's fantastic as well. So all 3 have been great to get on board. They're useful from a strategic point of view. They're useful from a context and network point of view, and they're really about, Nick's in the office every day, pretty much getting his hands dirty in terms of helping us grow the business. So been fantastic.
There's some serious credentials there. Let's maybe talk more about the significance of this launch of Elevate's creator payment tier.
So we launched it just 3 weeks ago, so we're really early days. But already we've seen. Well, let me step back a second. Before we launched it, I remember from my days in TV and distribution that the big cable and satellite networks would always say, don't go direct to consumer. It's very difficult. You have to manage all these different accounts, and you have a whole different relationship with your customer. For a company like us, we're a small company, and we've been long selling B2B white glove service to customers, high profile customers, but never direct. So for us to have done this, pulled it off, launched it, is no mean feat, and we're really proud of the team, because the billing goes right the way through the product and right the way through the team. Everyone is affected by how we've done this. And then in terms of turning the payment gateway on, well, we now have 2 products. We now have 2 revenue generating products. We have a product that we can build on and scale. I mean, I don't think the significance of it can be underplayed. It's really a really big step forward for us. And as features drop within the product, we will scale up the marketing and really manage to scale up the business. So I think it's a really big step forward. We've massive de-risked the project, and delighted with the progress.
Okay, and in terms of what's next, you're off on a plane.
I am on this Friday. I'm off to Austin, Texas, for South by Southwest, which, for those that don't know, it's kind of the intersection of creativity, technology, and media, and music, actually. And I'm there, a guest of a government department called Innovate UK. So very happy that they've invited me along to represent UK trade and industry and technology, to meet a whole host of people and present Elevate IO. So yeah, delighted and excited.
Okay, I'm very envious. Excellent. Have a brilliant time. And thank you so much for today, helping us to dig a little deeper into your full year results and what they mean for investors and your followers. Lots of information to equip them going forward. So thank you, Ian, and thank you for watching.
Thank you, Katie.